All of you, good morning. Good morning, all of you.
Good
Okay.
morning, sir.
Today I would like to start the lesson third semester English pedagogy, classroom interaction patterns. Classroom interaction patterns. Okay. What are the classroom interactions? What are the classroom interactions? Interaction means it is reciprocal. It is done between the learner and teacher, teacher and learner, between learner and teacher and learner in this way. Okay. In this process, students will learn. In this process, students will learn. See, the assumption is that is internal process. That is internal process. It takes place external interaction. It takes place external interaction. Okay, then between the teacher and the learner. Okay, we teach. Teacher teaches in the classroom. Learner learns in the classroom. So, learner may respond to the teacher. Learner may respond to the teacher unless learning will not be completed. So, learner has to respond to the teacher. So, in this process, it is called interaction. Okay, learning interaction. Okay, interaction. It is more than action followed by the reaction, followed by the reaction by the students. See another quotation about that interaction. That is, interaction means acting reciprocally. Interaction means acting reciprocally, acting upon each other, acting upon each other. We should respond each other. We should respond each other. As I said, in communication involves two elements. That is, communication involves two members, two elements. Those are sender and receiver. Sender and receiver. Between the sender and the receiver. In the classroom, maybe sender is the teacher, receiver or the receiver is the audience or students. Okay, students. Okay, then it completes. Reciprocally respond. Reaction and reaction. Action and reaction. Now, I would like to show you now some of the patterns of interaction. Some of the patterns of interaction. Some are there. Some patterns are there. Classroom interaction and verbal interaction and pedagogic interaction. Three types are there. I would like to show now through PPT. All of you observe here. I will share the PPT now. What can you see here? What can you look here? All of you. Can you look anything here? See, all of you, once open our video, once open our video, all of you, Jyoti Priyanka, Lakshmi Tulasi, Satyasri, and some other, open our video. Okay. Jyoti Priyanka, Bindu, Satyasri, open our camera. Okay, right? Can you see Swati? Open our video. On your camera. Okay, right. Then. Okay, you can. Classroom interaction patterns. You can close. Okay, then listen first. Classroom interaction patterns. Can you see anything here on the screen? Can you look? Can you watch screen now? Classroom interaction patterns. Okay.
Interaction
Interaction.
patterns.
Okay, listen now. Listen. Learning the language. Learning the language like learning of anything else is essentially an individual achievement and an exploitation of the capacities of the mind to make sense of the environment. See, it is an individual achievement. It is an individual achievement. One can learn when he is willing to learn. Then only we can make him to learn. See, we can take the horse to the water. We can take the horse to the water, but we cannot make it to drink. We cannot make it to drink. When it is willing to drink, then only it can drink, and we can make it to drink. So readiness is the important. Readiness is the very important. Readiness, that means motivation. Motivation is the very important. See, for example, I would like to uh, tell you one example. Lalita Jewelers advertisement. How many of you know about that Lalita Jewelers advertisement? All of you know about that? Most of you or all of you? You know about the Lalita Jewelers advertisement. Sir, he says, ఏవి డబ్బులు ఊరికనే రావు. Okay, he says some example, and he says that uh, he exposed himself, and he exposes himself, and he attract he he attracts he attracts the people to buy his goods. Okay, gold, equipment, and etc. He motivated, he motivates, he motivates towards to reach that Lalita jeweler shop. Okay, in this way, motivation is the important. Motivation is the important. We have to motivate the students to learn. We have to motivate the students to learn. Then only the learning completes. Then only the teaching fulfills. Okay. Now, see, the assumption that internal process of learning will come about as a consequence of the external interaction which takes place between the teacher and the learner. See, external interaction. It is very important that external interaction. In the external interaction takes place body language, nodding our head, facial feelings, and expressions, and our body language plays vital role in explanation and convey the thought, feelings, and etc. And content we can teach them very effectively when an external interaction is there. Nowadays it is unfortunately nowadays we cannot have external interaction. External interaction, that is in the classroom interaction there is no possibility. Okay. Anyway, we are possible. We are facing. We are we are interacting with the computer and your mobiles and some other. Okay. Anyway, classroom interaction plays vital role in teaching. Next slide, I would like to show now interaction. First style of interaction. First style of type of interaction. First type of interaction. We can observe here teacher and learner. Teacher and learner, or teacher or classroom. Teacher or class. Teacher or learner and learner. The interaction between the teacher and learner. See, teacher expresses one thing to learner, and learner responds to the teacher. Then next teacher responds, and the teacher gives response to the learner, and the learner responds to the teacher again, and teacher responds to the learner. The interaction goes on in this way. In the classroom, interaction goes on in this way. Teacher, learner, learner, teacher, teacher, learner, learner, teacher, teacher, learner. In this way, reciprocal. In this way, interaction goes on and learning takes place in this type of interaction. The next type, see, look, verbal interaction. In the verbal interaction, we can find addresser and addressee. In the verbal interaction, we can find addresser and addressee. See, here, one time addresser acts as addresser, the next time addresser acts as addressee, vice versa. See, addresser one time and same person act as a addressee in another time. Addressee acts as a addresser in other time. In this way, see, verbal interaction goes on and takes place. See addresser, and right side come addressee. Addressee to the addresser, and addresser to addressee, and addressee to addresser, and addresser to addressee, and addressee to addresser, and addresser to addressee. In this way, one time he acts as a addresser, and another time he has to act as a addressee also, and also two persons and three persons, one teacher and two students. Between that, it goes on. It is a verbal interaction. It is a verbal interaction. Their next pedagogic interaction. Their next pedagogic interaction. See, pedagogic interaction means you are the English methodology students. You are the English methodology students. English pedagogy, okay, pedagogic interaction. Here find we can teacher action and methodological device, classroom reaction. Methodological device means suppose you want to teach a lesson. Suppose you want to teach a lesson, we have to use methodological device. What type of methodological device you can use? In English methodology we have. In English methodology we have methods, methods of teaching. In English methodology we have methods of teaching. We have to choose the right method to teach. We have four types of methods. One is uh, grammar translation method, other one is direct method, next one is um, Dr. New West method, that means reading method, and bilingual method, and finally bilingual method. These four types of methods are there. We have to choose according to the audience, choose according to the students, and according to the students' background. According to the students' background, we have to choose the right method. What method it suits to the particular students, then only that is the method we have to choose and teach. That is methodological device. Methodological device, and we use the teacher uses the methodological device, classroom reaction. There is action. Then next we can take feedback. You can take feedback. Observe here diagram, all of you, pedagogic interaction, teacher action, methodological device, classroom reaction, and then next action. Then next take feedback from the students. Then next reaction. We have to rectify our mistakes, rectify the teacher mistakes and students mistakes, and then as to teachers again reaction, action by again action, methodological device, use the methodological device here, and reaction, again action, and feedback and reaction. In this way it goes on, pedagogic interaction. These external interactions takes place in the classroom and some other places, and in the audience, and it takes place and learning completes. Okay, then see now other forms of classroom interactions are there. Other forms of classroom interactions are there. Those are other forms. Those are the chorus responses from the from the students. Teacher demands chorus responses from the students, and drills from the students, and repetitions. Teacher asks all of you what is it? All of you say what is it? It is an apple. Teacher demands that. Chorus. Say all of you what is it? It is an apple. It is an apple. It is a pencil. It is a chalk piece. Teacher demands a response, chorus response. And suppose anything rhyme is teaching a rhyme, teacher demands response. Do you know any famous rhyme? Anyone can say any rhyme now? Swati, Lakshmi Tulsi, Satyasri, Ashwini, anyone can open and say one rhyme? Okay, say one
Johnny,
time.
Johnny, yes, Papa.
Yes. Okay. Chorus. Remaining students can give chorus. Johnny, Johnny, yes, Papa.
Yes. Eating sugar, no, Papa.
No, Papa.
Telling lies.
No,
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 Papa.
Papa.
Open our
Open
mouth.
your
Eating
mouth.
your
Ha ha ha. With rhyme and rhythm and music. Use rhythm, rhyme, and music. Johnny, after me, all of you say, students, all of you, after me, repeat. Johnny, Johnny, yes, Papa.
Johnny, Johnny.
Johnny, yes, Papa.
Eating
Yes.
sugar,
Eating sugar,
Sugar.
no, Papa.
No, Papa.
Telling lies,
Papa.
Telling
Telling lie.
no, Papa.
no, Papa.
Papa.
Open our mouth,
Open your mouth.
Open your mouth.
yes,
Open your
Papa.
mouth.
Okay. And repetition. Need the repetition. Teacher demands repetition. All of you then unmute your mics. See, chorus responses and some other drills and repetitions. And groups or pairs, group work and pair work. Pair work means role plays. Pair work means role plays. And sometimes work in competition or sometimes happier working in cooperation. Okay, you are giving any project, you are assigning any projects to do. Uh, okay, you can demand their cooperation and group work. They together can complete that project. Okay, collect some uh, famous persons photos. Okay, and freedom fighters photos and their matter. Collect them and paste in one book, nice book, and write their biodata and etc. Group work, we can give group work. They can collect photos, pictures from newspaper, magazine, internet, and etc. Okay, they will prepare a report, group work. With cooperation they can do in the groups. In the pair work, role plays. In the pair work, it involves role plays. Then peoples are facilitated or encouraged to ask teacher or other peoples to give fine responses. See, patterns of verbal interaction is there. Patterns of verbal interaction is there. Teacher, whole class, teacher, individual student to teacher, individual student to individual student, and so on. Okay, once again, see, pattern goes on in the verbal interaction. See, teacher, whole class, and a teacher, individual student, and individual student to teacher, and individual student to individual student, and so on, goes on this verbal interaction pattern. See, aim. What is the aim for this? To contrast the patterns of verbal interaction employed in language lessons taught by different teachers. Okay. In this way, interpersonal, their next pedagogic interaction is over. Interaction in the classroom is over, and verbal interaction, we learned about that interaction in the classroom between teacher and learner. Their next interaction, verbal interaction, I said already, verbal interaction. I thought interaction between the teacher and learner, that is the teacher in the classroom, and verbal interaction in the classroom, and pedagogic interaction in the classroom. Here we use, the teacher uses methodological devices in the classroom. He takes feedback, he acts, and he rectifies here, and uses properly and effectively, okay, to convey his content. Then next, interpersonal skills. I am going to teach you now interpersonal skills. What are the interpersonal skills? What are the interpersonal skills? See, skill. Skill means it is an ability. Skill means it is an ability to sing, ability to draw nicely, ability to draw nicely, and ability to draw some drawings and painting and etc. Ability to type, and etc. Many skills are there. It is an ability. Skill means skill. It is an ability to develop, to practice. It is essential ingredients of success in teaching. Teachers should have some abilities. Teachers should have some abilities to teach. Then learning will be effective. Then learning will be effective. And create the positive environment. Teachers should create the positive environment. And telling a story and motivate them, make them to ready, then only he has to teach. Okay. And overcome from barriers. Overcome from some of the barriers. Suppose the class is noisy. The class is noisy. Then teacher cannot teach. Then teacher cannot teach. So teacher has the ability to control the classroom. Teacher has to control the classroom. That is an ability. Okay, that is a skill. She or he has to perform in the classroom. So we have to control the classroom, we have to teach, we have to teach effectively, and according to the expectations of the students and their beliefs, fears, and opinions, according to that we have to teach. Okay, we have to express our feelings well, and we have to express our thoughts well, and the sentences are correct. The simple language, use the simple language. See, interpersonal skills. Interpersonal skills should consider these are science and art and etc. Okay. In the science means she or he, the teacher, should use the experiments, do the experiments. Okay. And all the skills she has or she or he has ability to teach. She has or she or he has an art to express needs according to their needs, interests, to build up the students progressively. Okay, working with the children and adults. See, we have to know the psychology of the children. We should know the psychology of the children, psychology of the students. When they are under 6 to 14 year group and 15 to 21 year group, teenage group, and adults 21 to 25 years or 25 years group. We have to classify like that, and we are, according to their psychology, we have to teach. We have to interact. According to their psychology, we have to interact with them. Okay, that is the interpersonal skills we should have. Understand the child. Some of the some English teachers should maintain some interpersonal skills. English teacher to maintain some interpersonal skills. What are they? I am going to teach you now. Understand the child. First, understand the child. Keep on open mind. Keep on open mind. We have to accept. We have to accept their questions. We have to answer their questions. We have to develop their abilities first. Open mind, an open mind. We have to invite the questions from the students. We should have the open mind. Then next, have sense of humor. Have sense of humor. What is sense of humor? Sense of humor. We have to create some joy in the classroom. Create some joy in the classroom. Unless we cannot teach and unless they cannot listen properly, and develop faith in the children. Develop faith in the children. Suppose teacher teaches correct, exact. That should know that teacher teaches exact meaning, exact content and truth. They must believe us and develop good knowledge of English and English teacher must develop good knowledge over English. They must develop good knowledge of methods suitable to teach. I said already, we have 4 methods of teaching. We have to choose the right method to teach according to the children's background. Okay, possess necessary skills in carrying out the evaluation. Necessary skills in the evaluation, asking, keeping examination and evaluating, and also asking oral evaluation, conducting oral evaluation, asking some questions while teaching is going on, ongoing evaluation, that is help the backward students. English teacher to maintain interpersonal skills. We are learning about the English teacher to maintain interpersonal skills. In the point is help the backward students. Help the backward students. Then next techniques of interpersonal skills. Techniques of interpersonal skills. Fostering personal relationships with students. Fostering personal relations with students. See, we should develop personal relationships with students. We have to call with the name of the students. Ore Raju, Ore Apparao, Ore Santosh. Say, answer my question, respond for my question, and do this, do that. We have to maintain some personal relationships with the students. Then they can learn easily and effectively, and friendly nature we can create. We can create the friendly nature in the classroom. That's what says that a best teacher, when he is a best teacher, a teacher is a philosopher, friend and guide. We should act as a philosopher, as a friend, as guide. Okay, soliciting feedback from students. Also, we should invite the feedback from the students and take the feedback from the students and rectify the mistakes and teach well for their understanding, assimilation, for their better assimilation. Okay. Now, see, indirect classroom leadership. Indirect classroom leadership. Classroom leadership means we have to cultivate that friendship between, cultivate that good atmosphere in the classroom. Key to using indirect methods to select words carefully when attempting to control students. When attempt to control the students, select careful words and do not use vulgar words. Do not use vulgar words. Do not use vulgar words. And suggesting employing rather than ordering or directing openly. So, sort of control is advantageous because it leads students to take responsibility. See, behavior, we have to observe the behavior of the students and individualize and take care individually and giving students choices whenever possible. Increase their feeling of freedom in the classroom and giving students choices between options that are consistent with the teachers, and we have to set some objectives. Now, treating students individually. Oh, we should use students individually, individual care, and take care individually, and give some individual directions to the students. Then miscellaneous interpersonal topics are there. Individual meetings, conduct individual meetings and individual counseling with the students when required, and non-verbal communication also. We should use the non-verbal communication, appearance, gestures, eye contact, posture and etc. We should maintain all of them, and teaching ethics, morals, teaching moral and what is good and what is bad. That means we should say, we should teach them what is good, what is bad. And a teacher tolerance of adolescent behavior. A teacher tolerance of adolescent behavior. We should know that psychology of the students, then psychology of the age groups, psychology of the teenagers, then we can behave with them effectively and smoothly. Understanding students' problems in learning a foreign language like English and be empathetic. Okay, we have to understand the difficulties in English, difficulties in foreign language. Okay, then we have to take care individually. Tips for improving classroom performance. Tips for improving classroom performance. Captivating the attention. Captivating the attention and stimulating the emotions of the students. Stimulating the emotions of the students. Use positive emotions. Use positive emotions and speaking skills and also use better speaking skills and good speaking skills and use simple language. Increase sensitivity to other speech. Increase sensitivity to others speech. Record and analyze your speech. Record and analyze your speech. Do voice improvement exercises. Do voice improvement exercises. Do voice increase increasement exercise and actively engage students. Actively engage all of the students. Actively engage all of the students and say present content effectively. Convey the present content effectively. See, use relevant gestures. Use relevant gestures. Use relevant gestures and movements. Gestures means hand movements, head movements, nodding our head, knitting eyebrows, and etc. Plays vital role in teaching. We can express our feelings, thoughts, okay, through the gestures, hand movements. Hand movements also play vital role. Okay, individual, pair, group activities. Individual, uh, pair, group activities. I am going to teach in my next class about individual, pair, group activities are there. Now, today we discussed about that mm, classroom interaction patterns. Classroom interaction patterns. I said that three types of classroom interaction patterns are there. Three types of classroom interaction patterns are there. The first one is classroom teacher and class. Between the teacher and the class or learner. Teacher and the class or the learner in the classroom. And the next one is verbal interaction. Verbal interaction. It is between the addresser and addressee. It is between the addresser and addressee. And third one is pedagogic interaction. Third one is pedagogic interaction. It takes place between the teacher and class, teacher and class, and methodological device. Methodological device. We use here methodological device, teacher action, methodological device, classroom reaction, and action. We take feedback, take and rectify our mistakes and react and act again. Use methodological device and reaction goes on like that. See, and other forms of interactions are there. Those are the those demands chorus responses from the teacher. Chorus responses from the teacher, drills, repetitions, and etc. And group activities and group giving project and coordination. We seek coordination between them and pair activities, role plays, and etc. And people are facilitated all resources and patterns of verbal interaction. I said here teacher to whole class and teacher to individual students to teacher, and individual to individual goes on like that in these patterns of verbal interaction. Then next I said interpersonal skills. There I said interpersonal skills Skill means skill. It is an ability. Skill. It is an ability to do, perform well, perform well. More skills we need to teach. Teacher should have more skills to teach. Skill means nothing but an ability. Okay, interpersonal skills. The English teacher should have the interpersonal skills. Understand the child according to the psychology, as we are learning in the B.Ed course and some other teacher institutes. We can learn the psychology of the children. Okay, keep an open mind. Keep an open mind. Invite their questions and answer them, and have sense of humor. Have sense of humor. Joyful environment. Create joyful environment in the classroom and develop faith in the children. We should develop faith in the children. Teacher is trust. We can trust the teacher. They should know that, and we should create the feeling of that faith. Develop good knowledge over English. Develop good knowledge over English. We are discussing. I discussed about that English teacher to maintain some interpersonal skills. Okay, and some more help the backward students. Help the backward students, and see. Finally, I said some of the techniques of interpersonal skills. Finally, I said the techniques of interpersonal skills: fostering personal relationships with the students, fostering personal relationships with the students, and soliciting feedback from the students, and indirect classroom leadership, treating students individually, treating, treating students individually, and miscellaneous interpersonal topics are there. See individual meetings, conduct the individual meetings, uh, use the non-verbal communication like appearance, gestures, eye contact, posture, and etc. Teach ethics, teaching ethics. All these are required for the effective teaching. Okay, then I would like to conclude today's topic. I would like to continue in my next class. Okay, all of you. Bye. All of you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, all of you.